welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Rebecca, and in this video I want to show you how I crochet this midi length skirt. It is a very flowy, very lightweight, and very breathable skirt to wear. The perfect skirt to wear for spring and summer. For a size medium, I used 3 skeins of this Lion Brand's Truboo 100% Rayon from Bamboo. Each skein holds 100 grams and has 241 yards. It's a lightweight size 3 and I chose the color Seafoam. If you want to make a larger or smaller size, you will need more or less yarn depending on the size that you want and the length. I also used a recommended crochet hook size, which is a 4.0 millimeter. A tape measure, a tapestry needle, and a stitch marker. I will begin with a slip knot, and I'm going to chain 21. The reason I chose 21 is because that is the perfect amount for the width of the waistband, or starting off with the waistband, of course. And I want my waistband to measure around 4 inches or 9.5 centimeters, and 21 chains is the perfect amount. Once I have my 21 chains, I am going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook, and then single crochet all the way to the very end. Okay, so I've reached the end, and I am going to place that last single crochet into that last stitch. And what I want to do here is just double check that it does measure the 4 inches. I will now chain 1, turn my work, and single crochet into that same stitch and into both loops. So just a regular single crochet into those 2 loops. And then from now on I am going to single crochet into the back loops only all the way until I get to the last stitch. One more single crochet into the back loop. Now on that very last stitch I will do a regular single crochet into both loops. So I will insert my hook into both loops. Now I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and just like the previous row I will insert my hook into both loops, do a single crochet, and then single crochet into the back loops only all the way until the very end, where on that last stitch I will insert my hook into both loops and do a regular single crochet. And I will continue crocheting like this until my waistband measures what my waist circumference measures. this yarn is very stretchy, so when I measure it, I want it to be stretched out as much as I can so that it won't be too loose on me when I wear this piece. And when I fold this piece in half, it should measure 15 inches. And it does, so I am ready for the next step. Once I've reached the desired length, I will fold my piece in half and I will start to work in the round by slip stitching first, or joining the work. And how I do that is I'm going to chain one, then I'm going to slip stitch into that stitch and into this other stitch here. Make a slip stitch, and slip stitch again in the next stitch, and I will continue this process until I get to the end. So slip stitch in every stitch to join. Now that my band is joined, I am ready to work in the round. But before I do all that, I need to flip my work in. This is so that the seam doesn't show. And now I'm ready to crochet in the round. So I will chain 2 and double crochet into the next stitch. And double crochet into the next stitch after that, and so on and so forth. So what I want to do here is just double crochet all the way around the entire band. So I have now reached the end of the round, and I want to make sure that I get every stitch in the round, so making sure that I double crocheted into every stitch that I could find. And instead of slip stitching to join, I am going to double crochet to join. And how I do that is I'm going to do a double crochet into that first chain 2 space that I did in the previous round. Now I'm going to place the stitch marker into that chain 2 space that I made in the previous round. And now it's time to just double crochet all the way around in a spiral. So I will double crochet into every double crochet that I've done in the previous round, and just all the way around. So just keep double crocheting without joining. Just like so. Right here I realized that the stitch marker that I was using was too bulky, so I exchanged it for a smaller one. Hey guys, I really hope that you find this video tutorial very helpful, and if you're liking this video so far, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can keep up with all the updates and all the videos that I will be posting here on this channel. This is the result of one skein of yarn. It measures around 15 inches wide and 8 inches long. Right here I want to show you how I add a new ball of yarn when I double crochet. It's kind of hard for me to explain, so watch the video closely. I insert my hook into that next stitch as if I'm going to double crochet like normal, and I will finish it off by grabbing that new ball of yarn and just pull the yarn through. And then I just double crochet into the next stitch as normal. And be sure not to pull on those loose ends too tight. Just pull it tight enough so that it is the same size as all the other double crochets. Okay, and this is what 2 balls of yarn have made. It is about 16.5 inches long. Okay, so I am down to the last ball of yarn and we're almost done. But before anything, I would like to add a shell stitch border, and in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up this last double crochet that I'm going to make. I want to line it up with the seam, and that is where my stitch marker is, right there. Once it's lined up with the seam, I'm now going to have to flip my work around because we're going to be working the opposite direction, and I'll show you how I'm going to make that shell stitch border. Alright, so I'm going to chain 3, turn my work, and in that same stitch I'm going to make 2 double crochets. And now it looks like I have 3 double crochets. So the chain 3 and then the 2 double crochets. Then I'm going to skip 2 and I'm going to make 3 double crochets into that 3rd stitch. And I'm going to skip 2 again and 3 double crochets into that next stitch. Again, skip 2 and 3 double crochets into that next stitch. And I will continue like this all the way around. Alright, so I've reached the end of the round and I have one more shell stitch to make. I actually got pretty lucky by ending with the correct amount of stitches that I needed to make that last shell stitch, and it's okay if whenever you make this you don't end with the correct amount, just as long as it's close enough. Okay, so now it's time to finish this off by making a slip stitch into that chain 3 space that I made in the previous round. And I have now closed up that round. So I know that it looks uneven here, but you can definitely use the sides, the seam, you can use it on the side instead of for the back, and if you do that it'll even out. So yeah. See? You can hardly tell now. We are almost done. We just have to do the most tedious part, which is weaving in the ends. Here I'm wearing the purple version of the skirt, and it's made with the same type of yarn. in 2 shades of purple. The width of the waistband is also a lot shorter, and I did not include the shell stitch border at the bottom. If you like this video tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching.